What's up, everybody? My name is Tanner McGrath. I cover college hoops here at the Action Network. Happy Friday. We are going dumpster diving today, folks. I have three gross college hoops picks as an appetizer to a great Saturday slate. So let's dive into my three favorite bets for tonight's college hoops slate. Starting with Toledo, minus 15.5, 6:30 p.m. game on CBS Sports Network. This line is already moving. It's up to 16.5 at some books, so get it as soon as you can. Western Michigan has played better of late, but they've also shot really well. 12 of 29 from 3 against Wisconsin, 20 for 31 from 2 against Kent State. It includes 10 for 16 from the mid-range and the painted area. I think they'll come crashing down to earth against a Toledo team that has just owned this matchup. Toledo has won the last 4 games by scores of, get ready for this, 92-50, 83-56, 91-44, and 70-59. And the reason for this is probably because the Broncos allow a lot of threes, and Toledo likes to invert their floor with their two sharpshooting bigs, JT Shoemate and Cedric Milner. Once those guys start hitting threes, guards Ray J. Dennis and Dante Maddox have just easy open driving lanes to the rim. And Western Michigan has no rim protection and no ability to pressure some of the better ball handling guards in the MAC. So it's just an all-around brutal matchup. It's also a good bounce-back spot here after Toledo just dropped a home game to Ball State. Lost by 7 as 8.5-point favorites. So I like Toledo to come out, fired up, hit 1 trillion shots today, and hopefully cover a big number. Second pick, and I might get burned for this one, but I'm going to go Columbia plus 11.5 hosting Princeton. 7 p.m. game. Look, I think Columbia is actually playing better of recent. After a 2-7 start, they beat New Hampshire, covered against UMBC, took FDU to overtime, beat Lafayette as a 7.5-point dog, and then took Maryland Eastern Shore to overtime, and then in just a stunning upset, beat Yale. So I think they're trending up, which would make sense in a type of way because this is one of the youngest teams in the nation. They're 349th in average Division I years of experience, but they're lengthy, top 100 in average length. They have decent athleticism, shooters that just haven't been shooting well. They brought back 3 starters, and they posted some really good defensive metrics over the last few games. Held New Hampshire to just 52 points, held Lafayette to just 45, held Yale to 60. And on the other side, you know what you're getting out of Princeton, right? The Princeton offense, they'll shoot. Tosan will get his buckets on the interior while dishing to the outside. And I think maybe Jim Ingles can scheme his way around a somewhat predictable offense. And you know what? Princeton has failed to cover in its last 2 games. They beat Lafayette by almost the same score that Columbia did. They're only 3-5 against the spread as a favorite this season. And I think this could be a weird schedule spot. It's the start of a 4-game road trip, and the Tigers have Cornell tomorrow, who boast the league's best offense. And finally, Columbia, for all their incompetence, is 7-5 against the spread as an underdog. I think they're worth a stab as a double-digit dog in this spot. Finally, for the grossest pick of the night, we're going Cal plus 9.5 hosting Stanford. That's a 9 p.m. game. And I'm going to start by saying this line has just gotten out of control. Every projection system that I trust makes Stanford between a 5 and 7-point favorite. I even saw Stanford minus 5.1 at Bart Torvik. But hey, it's worth mentioning, 2 games without Devin Askew, 2 wins for the Golden Bears, including over Colorado at home a week ago. Cal is now covered in 3 of their last 4 games after that ridiculous 0-12 start. Could be a bit of an Ewing theory type thing, given it just looks like they're playing better. Now they host Stanford, that's lost back-to-back and has a weird voodoo thing going against Mark Fox. Scored 39 points in a road loss last season. Cal beat them in the Pac-12 tournament game in 2021, and Cal has covered 4 of the last 5 against Stanford. On top of that, these are 2 teams that just play at a super slow pace. Cal's 357th in tempo. It's just not conducive to a double-digit victory on either side. So, I'll take my chances with the worst Power 6 team in the nation at a super overinflated number. So, good luck on your bets tonight, and check back into our YouTube channel for more daily action picks.